is up with the fucking... Oh, that's why. Alright. Alright, coolios. Alright. Alright, can you, Marco, can you hear my voice? Can you hear my voice? Let me know if you can hear my voice. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Alright, so this is the main menu for the Street Fighter Arcade Edition. So what the most important thing is, we're gonna go to the shop. Alright, so if you were to buy the regular version of the game, uh, it would upgrade to Arcade Edition. But the problem is, most of the characters are gonna be locked, and you would have to end up paying for the characters. So as you can see, I already have all the characters already purchased. But if you wanted to, like all these costumes, you gotta like buy them. Like if I want this costume, I hope it shows the PlayStation Store. No, it says only microphones being the thing. So alright, so we're just gonna go straight into the character select screen. And I'm gonna show you what characters are gonna be locked. I mean pretty much everything if you arcade edition. Most of these stages will be locked. Shit like that. Alright, so this is the cast. The characters that are probably going to be included in the regular edition of this game is probably going to be... Hold up, let me open up my Street Fighter 5 app real quick so I can show you what characters... Alright, so the characters that will be unlocked for the original game is Ryu, Chun-Li, Nash, M. Bison, Cammy, Birdie, which is this guy, Ken, Nakali, Vega, where's Vega? Vega, Armika, who else? Rashid, Karen, Zangief, where's Zangief? Where he at? Right here. Zangief, Laura, Dowsum, which is over here, and then Fang, which is right here. So basically I say up to right here, this little borderline, all these characters are unlocked for the base game. Right here, these characters. So you'll get these characters. And the rest, which are out of that borderline that I just made for you right here, this borderline. Anything outside of this wall right here, either you pay $4.99 for Guile, for Colleen, Zeku, Cody, who else? Balrog, Urian, Abigail, Blanca, Sagat, and Ibuki, Alex, Akuma, Jury, Ed, Manat, Fault, Sakura, G, and then Evil Ryu. So those characters are $4.99 each. I think it's $5 for each of these fucking characters. So so when you get arcade edition, all the way up to, which is I think season 2. Was it season 2 or season 3? I think arcade edition is every single character I think, I'm not sure. It might be excluding season 3 though, I'm not sure. Season 3 is basically Sakura, Blanca, Falk, Cody, and G, and Sagat. And season 4 is just is Evil Ryu. So you would be saving a lot more money if you were to just get arcade edition, because unlike me, I had to either purchase some of these characters or earn them by myself. Now don't get me wrong, now when you first start this game, everything is brand new, and when you do story mode, which I'm gonna show you right now. When you go and do story mode, which is right here, you go to character story, and if you complete every single character story, right, you would at least have enough money to get at least like 1 free character or even 2 free characters. Not only that, you have things like challenges where if you were to go to, I think, yeah, trials, and you complete every character's combo, like you see it says 0/10, so there's basically like 10 combos, and you have to complete that. So if you complete Ryu's, you get fight money, which is basically all the way to my top right part of the screen here. You'll see that little pink circle with the F, with the white F in it, and it says 8,102. Now every time you complete one of these characters combo trials, you'll get some fight money. So by the time you actually, I mean, per se, if you were to just get the base game, which is not arcade edition, I mean, arcade edition is a free upgrade, but you won't have the arcade, like, you won't have the characters up to arcade edition characters. You'll only be stuck with the base character roster from the original game. So if you were to have the base game, if you complete this stuff, you'll get fight money. And not only that, there's different volumes. So we have volume 2, you know, there's more shit to do, and volume 3 and volume 4. Another thing that's awesome is this thing called this is demonstration. Demonstration is like this right here is gonna tell you how to play the game, like from scratch, like literally from scratch. So when you first play this game, there's gonna be a tutorial, and that's gonna teach you the basics, but it's not gonna teach you everything that's in here. We have the beginner, the intermediate, expert, and then character guides. Now, character guides are very important. Like if you were to pick Ryu, it's gonna tell you how to play Ryu, like how to use his utilities correctly, how to uh, basically use him in the most effective way possible, and basically what's his play style. Um, and this is gonna cover the beginner stuff is gonna cover from basic controls to normal attacks and unique attacks, special moves like Shoryuken, and even a leveled up version of Shoryuken, which is the EX Shoryuken, which is when your character is glowing yellow, and critical arcs, which is basically the ultimate moves. V triggers, V skills to V reversals, and all that good stuff. Counters, stuns, all that stuff. So I'm gonna click on one of them to show you uh, just a little example. So it says beginner, blah blah, and it says chip damage occurs when you guard a special move or critical art, and unlike recoverable damage, it cannot be restored. You see that? You see that purple? Well, not the purple. The gray damage. That's all chip damage. That's an example right there. Alright, so that's just a demonstration. Honestly, you don't even need to complete the demonstrations. I think the only thing you have to actually do yourself is probably the character demonstrations. I think so. I'm not sure. But that's just an example. And then we have Battle Lounge. Well, first of all, we have arcade mode. If you were to get the arcade edition, like I said, it is a free upgrade. So if you were to get the base game, you're gonna have arcade edition regardless. But I suggest you get the actual arcade edition game instead of getting the base game and then having to upgrade, because all those characters are gonna be locked, and you're gonna either have to stuck having to earn fight money, which I know you probably won't have probably either enough time or the capacity to sit there and really go deep into this game. You know what I'm saying? So arcade. Arcade. I think you have a chance of getting fight money as well. So we have different arcade modes like the Street Fighter 1 to 2 to Alpha, Street Fighter 3, 4, and then 5. So let's say if you pick Street Fighter 4, because I know you're familiar with that. So we'll pick normal, whatever. Street Fighter 4. And basically what this mode does, like for example, we pick Street Fighter 4. That just explains what happened in Street Fighter 4. Like if you read the description prior to this screen. So in Street Fighter 4, now we're able to pick characters that were available in Street Fighter 4. So these were the characters that were in Street Fighter 4, and you can pick from these varieties of characters, including Evil Ryu himself. So yeah, that's just another example there. And right here, as you see on the side here under Street Fighter 4, it says released in 2008. Skillful usage of the focus attack system was the key to victory. It just shows you like a little description of what happened in that era per se. And it says the fighters worked to stop the ambitious Seth, who was created as a replacement body for M. Bison. So it just gives you like a little description there. Um, let's go deep into the shop here because I know you're really curious about this. All right, so we have characters here. So if you were to buy the characters separately or earn them separately, um, you can either get the character alone, which includes the colors 3 to 10 on the default costume, and battle outfit 1 are not included with this item. So basically, you're just getting the the colors 3 to 10, and nothing else more. Uh, what else? And then with the costume included character Kage, which is Evil Ryu, it would include not only the original costume and the colors 3 to 10. You will also get the battle outfit included. So yeah, we have Sagat and his by himself with the regular costume, no battle outfit, and then we have the little bundle there. Alright, so let's go to alternate costumes.
Thanks for waiting. Hibiki will come out.
Now, okay, so we're gonna actually start from the bottom. This is the top of the list here. Alright, so this is what it would look like if you wanted to earn the costumes legitimately. These are costumes that you can get in the game through fight money. To even unlock these not characters, for you to even unlock these costumes in the first place, for them to be available in the shop itself, you would have to play story mode, like I said before. Because as you can see, it says here, additional costume story for Karen. So that means you would have to complete Karen's story mode in order to actually be able to buy the additional costume for Karen through fight money. Now remember, fight money is what you get in the game, even through fighting other people online, ranked matches, and doing extra stuff to help you get fight money. Now each of these costumes are 40,000, right? We have a lot of costumes here. There's a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? We got the original Guile costume, shit like that. Okay, that was my phone. And then we have all these free costumes. Well, not really free, but they're a part of the game, and you can earn them through fight money. And fight money doesn't cost anything. Like, you can't go and buy fight money. Like, you can't like purchase 10,000 fight money and or some shit like that with like actual real money. So that's not even a thing, which I'm kind of glad they didn't do that, because I mean that would just defeat the whole purpose of fight money in the first place. Um, and then we have premium costumes, which you would have to purchase with your money. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna click on M Bison's costume, M Bison, his costume, to see how much it is. So the screen is gonna disappear for a second, but you'll still be able to hear my voice. So let's see how much that costs. That is $2.99 for his costume. So all these costumes you have to get with you have to buy with money. These costumes right here. I'm gonna show you every single costume. These are all battle outfit costumes. That costs, I think, $2.99. Let's check Jerry's costume. Let's see if the price changes. Let me see. Oh, see, look, Jerry's costume is $3.99. So I think it varies between $2.99 and $3.99 depending on the costume. And yeah, so these are the costumes. Well, they got Ryu. He has like a Halloween costume right here. These are like Halloween costumes for certain characters. They have like Hip Hop Ryu, you know. He has a clock as a necklace. I think that's probably like a Flavor Flav reference or something. But these are all costumes that you can purchase. This costume I obviously had to purchase. I mean, come on. This costume right here, like I had to get it, man. Like I'm an Akuma player, so you know I love Akuma, so I gotta get that costume, bro. You know what I mean? So I bought it. Um, there's a lot of costumes, man. It's a lot of shit. Then you have like nostalgia costumes, like from Street Fighter 3, and you have Jury's nostalgia costume from Street Fighter 4. So yeah, you just gotta buy those costumes with real money. Then you have the colors. We'll go on to colors. Now with this, you can actually earn yourself through fight money. Depending on the character, it's gonna vary between 20,000 for Kage's 3 to 10 colors for his story costume. Um, yeah. And then the default, I obviously already have that, so that obviously costs some fight money. And then we have the season character story color pack. Now, this is crazy right here, because what this does basically is it says enables you to select story costumes colors through 3 to 10 for the following characters: Sakura, Blanca, Falk, Cody, G, and Sagat. You can change costume settings from the character select menu before battle as well as in the battle settings menu. Requires previous purchase of the characters slash costumes listed, which is very important. So this obviously the story costumes are unlockable through story mode, but what I mean by unlocked is it will be available in the shop for you to purchase with fight money. So a great way to even um, save fight money in the long run is to purchase these season color packs. I mean, you know, in terms of colors, if you want all the colors and shit, I would totally get the you know, the season 2 character pack and shit. You know what I mean? To instead of getting them, you know, individually. And then we have the character story color pack. There's more story color packs here for season 1, 2, and 3. And obviously season 4 is Evil Ryu, so Evil Ryu is the only character that has come out so far for season 4. Um, then we have the battle outfits. You know, those depending on the color or how cool it looks. Like for example, like let's say if I go here and I'm like, ooh, what's that color? Like as you can see the two color palettes uh near the character picture. So if you're like, yo, I want to see what that looks like, all you got to do is press square, right? You press square, and from here you can see what that color looks like. So what's good about this game as prior to when we first when I first bought this game, um you weren't able to do that. You weren't able to look at costumes before you buy them. You weren't able to look at colors before you buy them. It was more like a risk to take. So, which is very good. You can preview something before you buy it, which is another important thing I want to say. Um, all right, the ill loading. Just give that a second. I'm very glad they added that because we needed that very badly. We didn't because if you made a mistake and you're like, ooh, you know, those two color palettes look cool, and then you buy it and then you go into the character select menu and you're like, oh, that shit is ugly. I just spent like 10,000 fight money on some bullshit. So we no longer have that issue. Uh, so like I said, depending on the color is depending how awesome the color is per se, uh, the the fight money goes up in value. So this is obviously the most expensive one. I'm not sure if I clicked on that one already, but the more expensive it is, obviously the more cooler it looks. But sometimes that isn't the case. So you want to be very careful and you just want to double check your shit. So yeah, these are all the colors for whole different types of costumes and shit like that. These are all colors. All right, let's get out of there because that shit's annoying. So and then we have stages.
Next up are my brother's suggestions.
All right, this is a good fucking example right here. All right, so we have the newest stage that came out. We got the stage called Field of Fate. This stage actually came from Street Fighter Alpha. If you remember this stage, that just came out, and I'm glad they came out with it because I've been wanting that stage forever. So let's say I wonder if I can actually purchase it. Let me. Oh wait, you can. Okay, so this stage costs $199 to buy on the PlayStation Store. So this is $199. Uh, and it's 40,000 fight money to basically get it for free, but you're just earning it on your own instead of buying it with money. So it's like $3 for the stage. Then you have premium stages like the Ring of Justice. These stages are basically special like Capcom Pro Tour stages. Like those events that they hold for tournaments and stuff like that. These are like special stages, uh, because of those events. Um, so a stage like this would cost, and you notice that you can't buy it with fight money. So we're gonna press X and see how much is it. And this one costs $10. $10 for that stage. Yeah, I know it's bullshit. Um, but if you really, for those people who really want the stage, they'll buy it for $10, whatever. And yeah, and then we have this stage right here that was the original Street Fighter 2 stage for Sagat. This is 70,000 because it's a nostalgia stage. Um, but let's see how much is it if you wanted to buy it. Let's see. This one's $3.99. So this is way cheaper than buying the Ring of Justice. You know what I mean? Um. So yeah, we got that out of the way. So we know how stages work. These are all the types of stages that they got. Titles are basically like little banners. You see how it says hatchling? Hatchling is what the title's gonna say inside of the banner. Uh, so we have like a whole bunch of those. We have this one called Styling on You. So Styling on You is gonna be inside of the banner. Uh, and you just see, which banner you want. It costs 5,000 fight money for each. Yep, that's self-explanatory. We don't really need to get into detail with that. Profile designs. Basically, these are just designs for your profile. So, like, let's say if you main like Evil Ryu, and you're like, yo, I want my profile to look like, an Evil Ryu themed profile. And right now, you're probably saying to yourself, well, what kind of profile are you talking about? So if we go and I think press triangle, is it triangle?
Thanks for waiting.
No,
Dear Hibiki will come
no,
out
it's not
next.
triangle.
Thanks for
Now,
your
if we go back to
suggestion.
the main menu and press square, you notice that my profile has a Capcom Pro Tour theme to it. Now, you're probably wondering, yo, like, how do I change that? You go to battle settings, which is right here, and we go down to fighter profile design, and here are different designs here that you can have. So, like for example, like like I said, I main Akuma in this game, and I was like, you know what? I want to get myself a Akuma themed profile. You know what I'm saying? So, if you click on that and go back to your fighter profile, now we have Akuma as our profile design. And all this stuff covers every single thing. I'm not going to cover every single thing in this thing here. It's just so much shit to talk about in this screen on this little box alone. It just basically tells you your statistics, your win ratio, your win chance. Uh, you see, it says views this week, so about four people looked at my profile, and etc. And you can also, the most important thing they added was if you go all the way to the right side here, to the right, where I am right now, you're able to look at your ranked matches, your previous ranked matches that you had before. If you click on something, you'll be able to view the replay of this certain match. You could add it to your replay list. You can even view the opponent's profile, like I'm about to do right now. As you can see, you can see that person's profile. You can see the online ID to the top of their profile. The online ID is actually their, I think their PlayStation name. Yeah, their PSN name. So, like for example, if you're like, yo, I fought that really nasty Sagat, and I want to add him because he's a great player. Well, if you go to his profile, you're able to see his PlayStation name. You can type it down on your phone or on a piece of paper, and you can add him and tell him, yo, like I would like to have some matches with you. And that's that. Another thing I just came across was this overall accumulative winning ratio, which is straight wins, wins, and losses. So this guy has a 50.68% of winning a match, uh, which tells you basically how good they can be or how good they are. Alright, so we're out of that. Let's go back to the shop. That was a lot of explaining there. So we're done with profile design. We got that down. BGM is basically like, for example, I purchased the Street Fighter 2 BGM pack, which includes like Ryu's, Street Fighter 2 themed music. So every time when somebody, um, that's like for example, like if I go into a match, well, let's go back to battle settings. So BGM, excuse me. We go to battle BGM right here, and as you can see, you can change it to like for example, like let's say ranked match. You can change it from the stage BGM, which is the default stage's song. You can turn it to your character, which is the theme to your character, which is Ryu's, for example. Your opponent's character, or random. And then we have stuff like the character BGM settings. So for example, like let's say like again, we have that Street Fighter 2 pack that I bought, which actually I don't even think that costs bite money. I think you have to spend money on that. Like for example, I got that right. So if I was like, yo, I want to listen to that Street Fighter 2 Ryu song, so we go right here, and we have those DLC songs here. So we have the original Ryu's theme, and then we have Ryu's theme Japan from the Street Fighter 2 stage. And then we have other stuff like the theme of Jin from Marvel vs. Capcom. And you're probably wondering, yo, how the fuck did you get that? Now that's a whole nother subject that I will get into eventually. Um, and then you could change the grid stage BGM. The grid is basically the training stage which is like right here. You can change it from stage, stage alternative, character 1, or character 2. But the stage BGM settings have three types of training stage songs. I have them all checked out because I obviously want them to play randomly. All right, let's go back to the shop.
This time the rank is...
Now, fighting chance. Now, fighting chance is basically like a. All right, so for example, all right, so I have a free reading right here. I think you get a free reading once a day or something like that. So I'm really gonna show you how this works. So all right, so it says up top here, it says current prize, additional costume, mic like for Balrog, right? So that's basically the golden prize to get. I obviously already have this costume um, through fighting chance. So a special costume that changes Balrog's V comment against certain characters when worn. I think that's kind of self-explanatory. The V comment is like, I think after you I think the V comment is when like you activate V trigger and they say something, and depending on the character that they're facing, they say something different. So and then we have, you can get 10 readings. So 10 readings gives you like about 10 orbs, as you can see in her hand right here in the video, not the video, the picture right here. And it's basically like loot boxes, but not really. Cause when you get something, like for example, we're gonna do this reading right now since it's for free, because you get one free reading per day. We're gonna press X on that, so it says free reading. So we're either gonna have a chance of getting the costume, or we're gonna get something for survival mode. So look, we got something for survival mode. And what did we get? We got a visor. Raises defense by 100%. Stun defense is also increased. Defense headgear designed to protect one's face and neck, can only be used in survival mode. Alright, so now this bar right here that we have, this bar basically represents how far you need to go to reach 100% first of all. So when you reach 100%, you'll be able to get a reading ticket, like a future ticket for fighting chance. So as you can see now, after I exit that screen out, now it says here I have to pay 500 fight money for a single reading. So if we press X on that, it says here purchase with fight money or buy with fortune tickets. So that previous screen that we were in, where it said 80% and it shows you like how long it's gonna take for you to get to 100%, you'll get a fortune ticket. So yeah, and I think they cost, I don't know. Oh, so this costs one fortune ticket, and it says here I have 10. So I pretty much saved up a lot of my fortune tickets. And then right now we have the Geef costume, which I don't have, mind you, I don't have this. So I'm going to show you what it looks like to purchase 10 readings in order to get the Geef costume. So we're actually gonna pay with I should pay with the fortune tickets. Yeah, let's do that. So we're gonna spend our fortune tickets instead of our fight money, because I really want to get, save up for the next character, or even for the next stage, so we can get that off the shop. So we're gonna get fortune. We're gonna spend our fortune tickets instead. All those balls are there, and we got like about 10 of them. And now we're gonna see if we can get that costume. And it seems like I did. Holy shit, I was lucky. Wow. So, all right. So we have a whole bunch of the shit that description that we read before with the mask, or was it something different? I'm not sure. But we had a whole bunch of those and two um TVs, which I think they show artwork. I'm not sure, but we're gonna find out. Oh, okay, yeah, artwork. So so when you purchase these fortune telling things, sometimes they'll give you artwork from old school stuff to new stuff, and it's pretty dope. And you're able to view artwork and all that stuff in the gallery. So right now I got the Zangief costume, and I'm hype as hell right now. So that's awesome. And that was only on my first try. And then we have all this other rest of this shit here. We got the bracelets for Alina, gradually restores health during battle. This is basically for survival mode. All this stuff is survival mode stuff. So when you play survival mode, you actually have these items to use during survival mode. So because it's survival mode, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to kick as many characters' asses as possible, and yeah. So we got the fucking costume. That's the most important thing. Let's get the fuck up out of here. So now we're gonna go look at that costume,
See you again.
cause we just got ourselves a fucking costume. That's crazy. On the first try. I really thought I wasn't gonna get that costume. That's hype as fuck. And that's actually how I got Balrog's costume too. So we're gonna go to the grid, and we're gonna check out Zangief's costume. We got the ad style, and then we got the Geef, bro. And then it comes with all the colors. That shit is dope. I ain't gonna front. I like this color. Wait, that's fucking dope. So yeah, we got that, and then we got the the Mike Ike costume. I'll show you what that looks like. They got all the different types of colors. And then, we're gonna go in training room see what this costume looks like. Holy shiznits. Alright. I mean, wow, look at this costume, bro. My son got a mask, bro. Like, what? My son ready to roll. Shit is crazy. Oh. Oh, we got, we got his new costume. You know what I'm saying? So this is dope. We got his costume. That's pretty awesome. So let's go back to the shop. I think I still have a little bit more stuff to talk about. Man. Alright. So we got that shit out the way. So that's what fighting chance is. You're able... Shit. There we go. Alright, so we got, we got the Zangief costume, and we got the Mike Ike costume. Now, the next thing, LOL, that's dope. It's a lot to soak in, though. Whatever happened to just fighting? Oh, they upgraded it a lot with Street Fighter. Yeah, they definitely did. They definitely upgraded a lot of shit, dude. And here we have the Dojo Fortune, which is items where you can earn for your dojo stage. I'm gonna have you join my dojo anyway, so you'll be able to get the dojo stage off of me, which is completely fine. And what these are, you basically can customize your dojo and put items into the dojo, but that's only if you own a dojo. So like if you have your own dojo and your own, basically like your own clan, you can customize your own dojo. But since I'm the leader and somebody's like under me, they can't customize. I mean, maybe they could, I'm not sure, but I'm the only person who can customize the dojo. And you can basically, talk amongst your, amongst the players that are in your dojo to see what would they like in the dojo. Other services, this is the most important part here, is fighter ID and home change ticket. So what this is basically is, you see how my name on the top here, it says Mofoku, above the United States flag. You're able to not only change your name, just in case if you don't like it, you're able to change your flag as well. So that's, how much is that? 200,000 fight money. And how much is it for money to confirm available? Oh, okay. So you're able to type in a fighter ID, so you can confirm that it's available before purchasing the actual thing here. So we're gonna see how much this costs on the PlayStation Store. I think it's $10. Yeah, it's $10. It's $9.99. So it's $10 to change your name and to change your flag. I actually paid the $10. No, I actually spent the 200,000 fight money for, to change my name and stuff, because the name that I previously had was stupid. It was basically the first name I ever done. So, all right, that's out of the way. Special. If you click on this is gonna show you. It's not gonna show you right now because the screen is like empty and whatnot. This right here is basically gonna show you every single thing that's in the PlayStation Store for Street Fighter 5. You can purchase season pass. For example, season 1 or season 2. Character passes, which will give you access to those characters for that specific season. And then you have, costume purchases, costume bundles. You can even purchase the stages. There's a Street Fighter 5 stages bundle, season 1 to season 3. So you get all the stages from season 1 to 3 for $20, and shit like that. And that basically covers the entire shop for Street Fighter 5. So yeah.
Come back again.
And then we have casual, rank match, battle lounge. We already know how that goes. Yeah, pretty much. And that's about it. That's pretty much it. I explained a lot today. Damn. Then we have the Capcom Fighters Network, where you can look at the rankings. Let's see who's the best player in the world type shit. So we have this guy named WER1 Trashbox. Is the best, online player in the world. And if you want to view your rank, you press L2. And this is my rank right here, etc. You can also search a rival, shit like that. You have this thing called CFN network request. So for example, like, let's go to ranking again. So let's say if I was like, yo, like, I like this guy, I like the way this guy plays. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to fight him one day. So we're gonna press the triangle button, which is the sub menu, and we're gonna send him a CFN request. So basically, what this does is, not only he's put in your favorites, you're able to invite him into a battle lounge. So we're gonna show you what that looks like now, just for like a quick second. Create lounge. Let's make that a private slot. And you can press the triangle button here for the sub menu and click on invite.